What's going on, guys? It's your boy Don TV, and welcome back for another episode of the Takeover, episode 2. Guys, thank you so much for all those who have commented and liked episode 1 of the Takeover. Lads, I'm excited to bring some more content, guys. So if you do like this video, lads, if you do want to see more career mode on this channel, guys, drop a like, subscribe. Thank you again for the comments in the previous video. I have taken them into consideration, and they are going to be in this video. So your comments do not just get overlooked. I've taken them in. I've seen it. I've chosen which players I'm going to get in this episode, and you're about to see what's about to go down. So as you can see, the ending of previous episode 1, I won the American Challenge Cup, and as soon as I win it, Liverpool come in for Cesc Fabregas. They offer me 38.9 million, which is about 7 mil above his asking price. Lads, I was more than happy to sell for Fabregas to Liverpool. So I went ahead and did that. I sold him to Liverpool. He's gonna go, lads, because as far as I'm concerned, he's not. I don't think Fabregas is going to be a backup player. I think he's just going to be sitting there in the club. If we get serious injuries, you know, he might play. So I thought that's a good enough price for me. So I thought, why not Fabregas? Thank you for your service, and your service is no longer required, my friend. So lads, as you know, I'm all about transfers. I really want to strengthen the squad. I really want to strengthen key areas inside the squad, and I need some backup because it's going to be a tough season. So the first person I'm going after is my man Marcus Royce, 28 years old, playing for Dortmund. Look at those stats, lads. I really want someone like him in the squad. He's so versatile. He can play anywhere in the attack, and I really need a player like that because in case of injuries, I can move him around, and he will be well adapted to that position. I thought, again, I need some experience. And for me right now, lads, I don't know about you, but the best defender in the world, I've said it before, lads, is Diego Godin. He is such a smart defender. He is probably the best defender, and I'll put him on the transfer list. I'm going to go for him. So for why not, lads, adjust the budget? You know, while no one's looking, let me just give myself a little bit more money and see if we can first of all pick up Godin and Marcus Royce. So we go into the lads, I'm telling you, man, I struggle with negotiations, boys. I really do, my man. But you know, this guy, he drives a hard bargain. So I've got 43 mil in the bank at the moment. Royce is 34. I've got 2 players I want to buy. It's going to cost me nearly 100 mil. Can I get these two for 43 million pounds? I don't know. So I thought, again, I'm not going to go too high. I'm going to start off quite low, and hopefully he can bring me up higher. I don't mind that. So start low, and then he can bring me up higher. I'm only going like 2 mil below the asking price. I put on a sell on clause for about 75%, just to sweeten the deal. I'm probably not going to sell him, but it just looks quite nice when you got that on, because it looks like, you know, they can make a bit of profit. So just under 32 mil I offer, hoping that, you know, he'll bid me up. Again, he's just like, do you know what, Don? I'm sick and tired of your antics. These little stupid bitch, you're wasting my time. He decides he's out of it, doesn't want nothing to do with me. So I thought, okay, that's fine. You know, let me go for Godin and see what Diego says. So I'm talking to Atletico. I'm usually have a good relationship with this guy. You know, he's young like me. You know, impressionable. Wants to impress the club. Wants to make a deal. So again, I offered 2 mil just below the asking price, 33 mil, 25% sell on clause. Hoping that they'll say okay, hoping that he'll be like, yeah, do you know what, that's good. No, he wants 57.2 million. No way can I afford that. So he's quite reasonable. So I decided to give him what he's currently valued at, and a little bit of change after that. But again, he wants 34 million. Now I'm like, I'm thinking, geez, these European clubs are trying to hold us to ransom. So again, I'm not gonna give them exactly what they want. So I'm sticking to my guns. I'm not gonna go above 35. It's all the money that I have. So I decided to just go a little bit over 36 mil. I thought that's all right. You know, hopefully he'll accept that. But thankfully, he decides he's not gonna completely turn away. He decides he's gonna go away and think about it. I'm not really a patient man, you know. I'd rather make deals there and then. But he comes back and he's not happy with that price of Godin. He comes back with 51.6 million. A little bit too high, if I'm really honest with you guys. 50 mil for a 31-year-old defender. He is the best defender in the world, but I don't know if I can afford that because I want 2 players. So I go back in again and decide that I'm gonna go for Godin, but I'm not gonna give them exactly what they want. So I decided to go just a little bit over what I originally bid for, which is about 35 million. I decided to give them 38, hoping that they'll be quite reasonable, because 50 plus mil is a lot of money for a 31-year-old defender, considering that defenders don't really last beyond probably 35, 36 years old. He comes down to 51 now. I'm thinking, right, I've got him where I want him now. He said the price is set. He doesn't want to go any higher, doesn't want to go any lower. So he looks like he's coming down. So I think I'm winning this, lads. I'm there. But I'm pulling out. Right now, lads, I'm thinking of Royce. I don't want to blow all of my money on one player just yet. I know they're both literally worth 35 to 40 mil. I still want to try and see if I can squeeze if I can get both of these players with the money that we have in the budget. So we've got Arsenal next in the Community Shield. I thought, let me give Arsenal a bit of step before now. Let me just praise my team, because we've got a tough game coming up. So I've decided, before going to the Community Shield, let me see if I can go back in again for Marcus Royce. I come up against my old foe. This guy is absolutely experienced in an experienced agent. I was not going to pull the wool over his eyes. He comes back with 60 mil. Now the Fabregas deal did go through, so I've got a little bit more change to play with. He wants 60 mil. He knows Fabregas is sold. They know I've got money, but I'm not letting them, pull the wool over my eyes. Yes, I'm young. Yes, I want to make an impression with Chelsea, but at the same time, I ain't looking to be held to ransom. So I decided to bring it down about 20 mil. I'm going to pay above the asking price, which is about 40 million plus a sell-on of 25%. He comes back with 56 mil. He comes down. I'm not happy with 56 mil. So I go in again with 45 mil. I'm paying 10 mil above the asking price. He brings me up to 56.2 mil. He's not happy with that. So I decide, do you know what? 52 mil. Have that. Please accept it. It's 52 million. All right? Don't play hardball here, mate. Okay? Let's just make the deal. He decides it's a fair offer and decides that he's going to accept it. So I decide to show him the door, which is where the women's toilets are. Royce comes in and he sits down with me, so I'm quite happy with Royce. Royce seems to be quite reasonable. I hear that he's quite keen to join Chelsea. He wants a new challenge. He's getting to 28, so he's in his twilight years. So I might let him know that he's going to have a crucial role in the club, which he generally is. He is going to start over Willian, unfortunately. Willian's an absolutely great player, but he is a squad player, so I'm pretty sure he'll be quite happy to play a bit part this season. So I give Royce 4 years, and they're quite happy with 4 years, because they'll bring him up to 32 years old. And hopefully by then he'll have a lot of trophies under his belt. I disregard the transfer clause, because if I'm honest, lads, I think that's a stupid offer. The last thing I want is a club to come and bid for him and take him under my nose. So I decided to offer him 73 grand a week with a sell-on bonus 1.8, and after 25 goals, I will give him 3.1 million. If he scores 25 goals in one season, oh my life, I'll be quite happy with that. But over the time, 25 goals, that's quite happy. They decide to consider the offer, and they'll come back to me a bit later. So I decided to go back in again for Godin again, because I'm going back and forth, lads, back and forth between Royce. I'm trying to get this deal sorted before the season starts. So I decided, let me give them I'm taking one of their defenders. I'll give them a young defender, Zabacosta. He's 12 mil. Let's see what they'll say. They don't want Zabacosta. They're not listening. They don't want none of it. So I decided, I'll offer them some money. So I offered them 40 million for Godin, which I think is a fair price for someone his age. And again, 25% sell-on clause. I'm not going to sell him, really, to be honest. He agrees. 40 mil for 31-year-old Godin. I was absolutely ecstatic with that. So 40 mil for Godin. He is getting probably about 110 grand a week at Atletico Madrid. And I don't know if I'm going to offer him that price. He's going to have to take a bit of a pay cut if he wants to join Chelsea. But his experience says that he needs that kind of money. We need to offer him that kind of money. I'm not looking to offer him that at the moment. I'm considering my options at the moment, because I really want Royce as well. They're both, Godin and Royce are equally as important, but at the same time, I don't know just yet. So I'm kind of holding off. I'm stalling on the deal. So I decided to go in and play the Community Shield against Arsenal, because I'm quite happy with the signing. Savic is playing brilliantly. Morata is starting to pick up a bit of confidence, which I'm quite happy with. So I decided to go in against Arsenal in the Community Shield, hoping that we can pick up a nice win against an old foe. Community Shield, I'm quite happy to win that. But hey, we will also want to get the win over Arsenal. So Willian brings us up 1-0 to state his claim in the first team. Lamar brings it back to 1-1. Arsenal's new signing for the season gets off the mark with a first goal for him. It looks like no one's scoring. We're cancelling each other out. So it looks like we're going to go to penalties, lads, hoping that we can win on pens, and we lose. 4-3 on penalties. Absolutely disappointed, lads, if I'm really honest with you. This just shows now we need some more signings. We need to strengthen our squad, because to lose the Community Shield is absolutely terrible for the confidence. So we go back in again for Marcus Royce. Again, well, sorry, excuse me, not Royce. We decided to go back in for Godin. Because Royce seems to be very difficult. As you can see, they're not playing. They want a lot of money for him. So we're going for Godin. I decided to offer Godin lower than what he's getting at the moment, 100 grand. Sign-on bonus of 2 mil. And if he keeps 15 clean sheets in the 2 years, then I'll offer him 1.8 million. Godin seems to be shaking his head. Well, nodding his head, because he seems to be quite happy with that. He only wants 2 years. He is getting older. I don't think he wants to stay club for that long and move on. But his agent decides that he's quite happy, and Godin shakes hands with us, and Godin is now a Chelsea player. For 100 grand a week, I'm up for 40 mil. I think that's a very, 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 very good deal. And that's the first signing for Chelsea FC underway. He's going to go straight into the squad next to David Luiz. One more we need, boys. We need one more, and that's Marcus Royce. It's going to be tough, lads. We've just spent our 40 mil. We need to make some more money. And as you can see, lads, we can't go forward with this transfer because we have no more money in the kitty. We have absolutely nothing. Godin is actually loving it at Chelsea. His first press conference, as you can see, he's taken the number 4 shirt. The great Makelele wore that number, so he's taken a number 4 shirt. Rudiger is quite worried about his place because obviously he was starting, but obviously Godin is now going to take his place. As you can see, Godin's gone straight into the team. Our first game at home against Burnley. We're lining up very strong side. I'm quite confident. No disrespect to Burnley, but I'm looking to pick up 3 points right here. First game of the season. Again, it's all about morale. It's all about pleasing the fans. We need to get an early win, especially being in that we're at home. Savage picks up a yellow card in the 18th minute. We're both cancelling each other out. Doesn't look like we're going to go. And then Savage gets us off the mark. And the 39th minute, Giroud comes on for Morata because he looks like he's picked up a knock, and I don't want him getting any early injuries too soon. Pedro comes in for Rodrigo. Rudiger for Godin, and then Wood equalises, and then Savage immediately with a kickoff goal makes it 2-1, and then we actually squeeze past Burnley 2-1. Again, I'm happy with the result, but at the same time, I was expecting more breathing space, more goals in this game. I go straight back into the transfer market. I want Marcus Royce. I really, really need him in the club because I don't feel like we have enough. But I go in and play against Spurs. They're in a 4-2-3-1 formation. They're not looking to concede any goals. It's going to be very, very difficult to break down considering that we are in the 4-4-2. So 20 minutes have gone past. I said to the boys, no mistakes in the first 20 minutes, and that is exactly what they have given me. Aurier picks up a yellow card in the 33rd minute. No goals as yet. We go through half-time. Dele Alli comes on for Dembele. Pedro for Rodrigo. And then Hazard makes it 1-0 for us, and we go 1-0 up against Tottenham. Hazard misses a penalty. Tottenham are going to come back, and Dele Alli, the substitute, comes in with a goal in the 79th minute, and that is going to be it. 1-1. We grab a point. It's a good point because White Hart Lane is a hard place to go to, and as soon as we get back into the office, Barcelona comes in with a bid for Thibaut Courtois. And as much as I'm not looking to sell probably arguably one of the best goalkeepers in the world, I wanted to test the waters and see how much Barcelona want to spend on my goalkeeper. So I decided to put in a cheeky offer and say, asking price on his head of 100 mil. They come back and said, no, we'll give you 71.5 mil. I'm like, If you want one of the best goalkeepers in the world who's only 25 years old, you're going to have to give me 100 mil. Because I know you got that money. I know you got that Neymar money. But they're not happy. They're not budging on this. So I thought, okay, that's fine, because at the end of the day, I'm going to keep him. Christensen's quite concerned. Naturally, he is, but all my defenders are going to be quite concerned because Godin is in the club. Christensen knows that there are clubs sniffing around him. 35.4 million have been asked for Christensen to go and join the Bundesliga. Another transfer offer from Watford comes in for Pedro. Pedro, being that he's in his 30s, again, He is a bit part player. We could need him. We could use him in the when we have two games a week. But at the same time, I'm not thinking about that far ahead. Right now, I'm thinking about the here and now. I need some money for the Royce transfer, and I decided, you know what, 27 mil for Pedro. I think that's a fair price. I decided to sell him straight away. Christensen, again, 35.4 million for an absolutely fantastic young defender. He has a bright future at the club, but at the same time, I'm not looking for him to go on a cheap. At the same time, we have been nurturing him for a very, very long time. So if they do sell him on, I want some of that money back. Some of the money that we've got, we've invested in him. But again, over 70 mil, they're not happy. And they move on. He leaves a nice little cheeky comment about my club. But, that's when money's involved, people do start to show their true colours. I look at the transfer market and see Man City have signed Christian Eriksen. As if they don't have enough creative midfielders, they've got Christian Eriksen. Arsenal are currently talking to Quaresma, an absolute explosive winger who loves using the outside of his foot. So again, I feel like I need to keep up with what's going on in the transfer market. Looking at where I am in the table, I'm 6th at the moment. Not looking good. I'd rather be top of the table, if I'm really honest with you right now. So I'll go into another game against Everton. Everton will always give us a tough game. Whether it be at the Goodison, whether it's at Stamford Bridge, they always seem to give us a tough game. But however, they're in the 4-3-3, so that might bode well for us. We just need to be careful when they're hitting us on the counter. But I think I'm quite confident with my defenders that we're able to handle that. So I'm hoping more goals. So Morata actually gets a goal in the first minute. Absolutely brilliant. So now we can relax. Kante picks up a yellow card. I'm worried about Kante. He seems to be picking up a lot of yellow cards. So I might need to go into his training and speak to some of the coaches about working on some tackling, because he's picking up too many yellow cards and we can't afford for him to get suspended so early. Morata picks up a second goal and then he picks up a good third goal, and that's his hat-trick for the season already. He picks... Oh, no, excuse me. It's not a hat-trick. Oh, it's actually Alonso that picks up the goal. Excuse me. It's not a hat-trick, because Alonso picks up a goal and then Max scores and makes it 3-1. So we go back in again for Royce, and they want 54 million. And I'm thinking to myself, do you know what? Just take 54 mil. We've got money from Pedro. I'm quite happy with 54 million. I feel like he's held us to ransom again. I started to show him to the exit, and the exit is the janitor's closet. So Royce comes back in for the second time, and again, I'm not trying to mess around this time. I don't really want to lose this. So I offer him 90 mil. Sorry, 90 mil. I wish. I offer him 90 grand for the week, but he wants 95, 1.3 signing on fee, and after 5 appearances, he wants 400 grand. So I thought, you know what? That's fine. I'm quite happy with that. He gives his agent a look saying, yeah, you got him, mate. So I decide, yeah, he's got it. So I shake his hand, and then now Royce is officially a Chelsea player, and he lines up in a photo shoot with Godin, Courtois, Hazard, and Kante. Look at that man in that beautiful Chelsea kit. We parade him in front of the fans. Arsenal complete the sign of Quaresma as well, so obviously we're letting London know that we're in it to win it too. Morata picks up a Player of the Month award, which is actually going to do wonders for his confidence, because I think he definitely is a confidence player, and we're sitting top of the league. Paraguay come in for me, even though I've only been a manager for 2 months. They want me to manage their club. They want to qualify for the FIFA World Cup and reach the quarterfinals of South America. To be honest with you, it's too early to be taking on any further roles. I'm not looking to. I'm really focused on Chelsea right now, because I have a point to prove, not just to myself, but to my family, to to the club, to the fans, that I can make it. I can do it, right at the very top. So we come against Leicester City. I really want to stake a claim against Leicester. I really want us to beat Leicester, because Royce is playing. Morata again gets us off the mark. Royce is playing out of his skin, showing a lot of creativity. Golden comes off. Morata makes it 2-0 for us. William comes on as a sub for Rodrigo. Again, looking very, very confident with the way we're playing. Morata picks up his hat-trick, his first hat-trick of the season, and we are finishing this game 3-0. Lads, I'm happy. And that is our transfer for the summer over and done with. We've picked up Godin. We've picked up Royce. I think in all, we spent just about 90 plus million on these players, lads. I cannot be any happier. Then we need to win trophies. But for the amount of money that we spent on 4 players, we need to win the league. So lads, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed episode 2, I am going to show you a lot of gameplay in episode 3. Hopefully, lads, we can stay top of the league. We've got a lot of games to get through. Champions League, FA Cup, lads. I'm really excited. So, guys, if you do enjoy this video, if you do want to see more career mode, drop a like, subscribe to your boy Don. Like, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know as well what other clubs you would like me to take over in the near future. FIFA 19 is just around the corner. Let me know what other clubs you would like me to take over. I will take them over. I will pretty much I will try and do a fast track, maybe one takeover in one episode. Let me know what you think down below, lads, and I'll see you.